Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Valeria. For those of you who are new, I am so happy and so grateful to have all of you guys here in today's video. The topic of today's video is what blockages are you overcoming right now, or which are you overcoming in the near future. So that's gonna kind of depend on your situation and what your reading is going to be like, but that's basically the topic of today's reading. For today we have 4 piles to choose from, all represented by a crystal and a card, and I'm going to show you each card so that you also have a visual off of which you could base your decision. So all cards, our piles, are already previously shuffled, and this is one of the tarot cards that I picked for you guys. So for here, pile number 1, you have the Page of Pentacles and the purple Aura Quartz. For pile 2, there is the Six of Swords and the raw Selenite. For pile 3, there is the Seven of Pentacles with the Citrine. Look at how those colors match up. Perfect. And pile 4 has the King of Cups and the green Adventurine. So you can pause the video if you need to meditate on the cards or on the crystals. Do whatever it is you usually do and take your time. Once you have selected your pile, you can skip to your reading using the timestamps down below, and then I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's have a look at your cards and see what blockages you are overcoming. So, like I showed you, your first card is the Page of Pentacles. So let's have a look at your other tarot cards. You also have the Two of Swords, the Nine of Swords, you have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Swords, and again the Nine of Swords, and we actually have them in conjunction here. Yes, I already felt with the first 3 cards that this is a very powerful reading, so I'm just going to have a look at your oracle cards as well. You have Star Bathing, Light, Body, Crystal Grid, Transmission, Activation. You see the body that's here and all those lights there. You have Maeve with cycles and rhythms. Respect the cycles of your body, your energy, and your feelings. A beautiful color as well. And you have the card Opportunity. So pile 1, what I see for you guys, like one of the first things I picked up is that this could have something to do with your family, somebody in your family, or maybe a certain rule or tradition of your family that could be impacting you in a way, but doesn't have to be. It could just be for a specific few of you. But what I'm seeing here in general is that there is something that is blocking you right now. Obviously that's what we're talking about in this reading, right? But I see that here again with the Two of Swords. There is definitely something that is stopping you. You started off with a Page of Pentacles, absolutely gorgeous cards, and then you mainly had swords. So there is again a lot of potential, a lot of opportunities for you, but there is something blocking you, and it definitely seems that with all these swords it has to do with your mind, with your mental world. So again, it could be about certain rules that are put upon you that you have to follow, certain traditions, certain belief systems that might come from your family, but they don't have to be. And these are the things, like with the Nine of Swords, is always what it reminds me about. It keeps you up at night and it worries you, it brings you anxiety. So we are talking about you are overcoming this block, right? So it's obvious right now from this reading, from the title itself, that there is a blockage in your life, and I don't think it's very interesting to keep talking about the presence of this blockage here, but rather about how you are going to overcome it or anything else that you need to know. And the most important thing for you to know here is that the blockage is inside your mind. The blockage is inside your mind, and because it's inside your mind, it is creating something in your external reality, in your circumstances. That's what I'm seeing here with the Nine of Wands. There is, like with the Page of Pentacles, a lot of success in the future, a lot of opportunities, a lot of potential. You probably have some kind of idea on what it is that you want to do. Maybe it has something to do with investing in something or starting up your own business. And there is something, some kind of thought or belief that is preventing you from believing in this. So this reading is here to point your attention to what it is, what this dream is, this passion that you have, this thing that you want to achieve. No matter how silly or insignificant or impossible it might seem, it does not matter, because you have the opportunity card here and you're being activated, like this card says, to realize this potential in you. It's possible that some of you don't know what this dream or this desire is yet, or what this potential is related to yet. For others of you guys, you might already be aware of it. If that's the case, again, you are getting activated to see the potential in what it is that you can do. And it's, like I said before, it's your thoughts, your mind, your belief systems that are creating unwanted circumstances. And I'm getting that with the Maeve card, with cycles and rhythms. It says, respect the cycles of your body, of your energy, and of your feelings. And when we're talking about cycles of body, I'm always, like, I think about the menstrual cycle, if you of course have one, and the cycles of the female body. And as well, men also have cycles of their body, whereas the cycles of a male's body is more, the testosterone levels, they vary throughout the day, so they have kind of a daily cycle. And for the female body, we have cycles of around 28 months. 28 days or a month. 28 months would be very inconvenient. I meant to say days, I'm sorry. And also the cycles of the moon, the cycles, like it says, your energy, your feelings. So you're being asked to pay attention to how you feel, because paying attention to how you feel will make you more aware, and it makes it easier for you to understand what it is that you're feeling and why you're feeling it. Because sometimes we can get the feeling of anxiety or fear, for example, from overthinking, because we're scared of something, of the future, of the unknown, of a certain outcome. And at the same time, we can also have feelings of love, happiness, joy, just name everything, right? And those are feelings that come from your heart, that come from your intuition, that come from your soul. So these are both feelings, right? The fear and the love, the anxiety and the happiness, but they come from different places, and you're being asked to pay attention to what it is you're feeling and to where it is they are coming from. Because I'm seeing here with the cards that a lot of your dominant feelings. Let's not say not all of your feelings, but there are dominant feelings there that revolve around fear or anxiety or stress, even conflict, things like that. And those all come from your mind. So what kind of the solution or the answer that is presented to you here is to figure out when is it that you feel that fear or that anxiety or that stress, and to kind of stop it in its tracks when you start to feel it, when that feeling comes bubbling up. Stop it in its tracks and recognize it and figure it out where it comes from. Because, I think that there are some people, there is this belief, let's just keep it very general. There is this belief that your, let's say, negative emotions or your negative thoughts or negative feelings are something that should be pushed away or banished or ignored or something, but that is not how it works. Just like this card says, you have to respect the cycles of your thoughts, of energy. And I'm actually being reminded of a message that I received in the reading myself recently, is that even when it comes to everything, there is a back and forth, right? There is a duality. We go back and forth between, let's look at the seasons. The seasons change throughout the years. There is the weather that changes, that's also a cycle. And it's like, you cannot have spring without first having winter, and you cannot have sunshine without first having clouds, right? It's a cycle. And it's the same for thoughts and for feelings. You cannot have positive thoughts without having thoughts that deviate from that a little bit. So it's important that when negative emotions, feelings, or thoughts come up, to recognize them, but to not get caught up in them, right? So become an observer of your emotions and of your thoughts, and do not let them control you, but observe them and talk to them like it's okay, or talk to yourself. It's okay to feel this. Just feel this. It's just an emotion. You are bigger than your emotions. You are bigger than your thoughts. You are more than that. You are the observer. Observe your negative emotions and thoughts, and then allow them to let go. And maybe they point you to something that needs to be healed or something that needs to be addressed. That's totally possible. And otherwise, just let them go. You don't need to cling on to them anymore, and let them pass. And then again, I'm coming back to that story about how for each positive emotion, you also need to have a counterbalance. And yes, a negative emotion or negative thought is of course a counterbalance for a positive emotion or thought, but you probably know just as well as I do that to swing back from negative to positive can be very difficult. Some people are really good at it. Some people can make it happen within a day or within 10 minutes, definitely. And some people struggle a little bit more with it. So the message here for you here is that yes, the counterbalance is negative emotions or negative feelings, but it does not have to be, because besides positive and negative, you still have the middle, you still have the neutral. So try to, instead of when you're feeling something negative or something that is going towards the negative part of the skill, again, try to just be an observer and be neutral about what you're feeling, and to not react to what you're feeling. And if you are new to this, it's going to require some practice. Just have patience with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. You're going to get there. You're going to be able to do that as well, because I learned it, so you can learn it as well. And then each time, again, when you feel such a negative emotion of thought coming up, remove yourself from the situation, observe it, and remain in neutrality. And after you've remained in neutrality, again, just like the cycle, because of the cycle, you will go back to positive thoughts as well, and it will help you if you only go as far as neutrality, it will get easier for you. It will be easier for you to go back to the positive side of things, right? So this is like a beautiful message that I'm seeing for you for about this, the whole negativity thing. And again, I think it's something that we need to address as well. If you suppress a negative emotion, it's not going to go away. It's only going to stay there. Maybe your body will, hold on to that as well, and you will only create more trouble for yourself rather than to just release it. And when it comes to your positive emotions, also bask in the moment, be present in the moment and feel it. Whenever you feel abundant, you feel happy. When you're in the company of other people, you feel alive, you feel full of joy. Also bask in that moment and respect that moment as well, because like I said, there is gonna be a point that those positive feelings or thoughts, they are going to leave you, because that's just, balance. That's it's the law of balance, I believe it's called, also one of the laws of the universe. It's balance, and there's nothing wrong with you. Just like with the cycles of the seasons, like I said, first we have to have winter before we can have spring or summer. And with the female body, first you will need to have your menstruation before you can again get into your fertile phase, like before your womb gets ready to have a baby. It's the same thing. Just because something is leaving or seems to be dying off, whether that is in nature or in the cycles of your own thoughts or your body, it's just part of the cycles. It's a part of life. And again, try to be aware of how your thoughts, how they move and how you react to other things, because I see that here your success is in your positive thoughts. It's in those moments when you believe in yourself and when you believe in your dreams and your potential, because there is huge potential for you here. Now I want to get back to the star bathing card as well, because I am feeling here that you're also being activated from the higher realms. And you see that some of these lights, they're going down into her head, into here, kind of her womb area again, here her legs, and all these other parts of her body. So if you at any times feel any discomfort in your body, it could also be that because you're getting activated in that way. Of course, if it's something that's serious and that is impacting your life in a big way, then please go see a medical professional. But I'm just saying, if there is some slight discomfort, maybe a headache, maybe there's some pressure, on your head, or maybe you're starting to get bloated or something, it could be because you're getting activated, because you're releasing, like you're overcoming this. Like that's this reading what is about, right? So you're overcoming all of these things that your body might hold on to as well, maybe because of something that happened in the past, maybe again because of a belief system, maybe because you don't believe that you are worthy of letting it go or worthy of healing. It could be anything. But again, like I said, this is something that you are overcoming. The card of opportunity is here. So believe in your positive thoughts, believe in yourself, believe in what you think when you have positive thoughts, right? Because sometimes we can start to question ourselves, that one day or 1 minute we think, yes, everything is going to be amazing, and the other minute we're like, everything is like doomed to fail. And then the question is, which thought is speaking the truth? And the answer to that, whatever thought you give power to, whatever thought you give the power, that is the truth. But of course, we all want to experience something that's nice. Like, this reading would not be here if you as a soul, would not have the desire to overcome this. So the truth for you is that you desire to overcome this by believing in your positive thoughts and to not give into your negative thoughts. So yes, whatever is the truth, or more like whatever is the reality, is the thought that you give into, the thought that you feed, but that at the same time, your heart knows what the truth is for you, right? So with that all being said, I'm going to end your reading here. I believe I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. Yes, so yeah, I'm going to end your reading here. These are all the messages I have for you. Pile number 1, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated for you. If you did, feel free to leave a like, to comment, and to subscribe, and maybe we will see each other in the next reading. Bye, guys! Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. I just turned on a little bit of light because it was getting a bit dark, so I hope it's still fine for you guys. I know there is some reflection on the table, also from the light outside, but I think the main part of the cards is still visible enough. So let's get started with your reading. Have a look at what blockages you are overcoming. So let's first have a look at your tarot cards. So the card that you picked is the 6 of Swords. You also have the 6 of Pentacles, 2 6s. And the 6 of Cups. Oh my god, and all out of the same deck. 6 of Wands we are missing. No, I haven't seen that in the other pile, so... You have the King of Wands, the 3 of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Let's also have a look at your Oracle cards. You have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. Yes, exactly. You have Ain, have faith and jump. Take a risk and let the deepest desire of your heart decide. Yes, decide what you do. Take a risk and let the deepest desire in your heart decide what you're gonna do. And you have It's Up to You. Yes, that's perfect with that card. Alright, pile 2. Let's see. So with the 3 6s, I'm seeing that there is an incredible sense of balance into your life. And I honestly feel that for you guys, this blockage that you are overcoming, you already overcame it. Or you're almost finished. You're finishing up the process. Whereas for pile 1, they still really had to overcome that blockage. But here I'm seeing just... as if you just, it's like there is a sense of victory here though, even though we don't have the 6 of Wands. There is a sense of victory as if you just overcame something, or you just left something behind. You just made some decision that you felt like it's a really good decision. Yes, that could actually be it. That could be it for you guys, that there is this blockage. Obviously, that's what we're talking about in your life, in this video. There is this blockage in your life, and I'm seeing that you have faith that you are already overcame it, right? It's like you already on some level overcame it. You have faith that it's going to be all right. You have faith that you are going to get your blessings and you're going to get what you deserve. You're going to be treated fairly. But in your 3D world, in your external reality, it's possible that it's not like that yet. But yes, this could definitely be possible for you guys, that you basically already overcame it, but the outer circumstances just have to line up for that to show it. And that's why we have the 6 of Swords, because you're already in that boat towards the 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups, but you're still making that crossing. So even though you have like faith and you jumped, right? You trusted and you jumped and you were like, universe or God or source, catch me. I am moving away from this because it's no longer serving me. And I'm getting the sense that it could be about career for you guys, for some of you guys, but that's the only specific thing that I'm picking up here, that it's about career. And with the Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. It's like, you know you made the right decision. Again, even if your external circumstances are not lining up yet, even if nothing has changed in your life or about the people or about your job, you have made the decision, and your course has changed. Your course of life has changed. And here you're seeing yourself as the King of Wands. You're seeing yourself celebrating. For some of you guys, you might have the dream to write something like a book, poetry, to write music, to write for other people is something that I'm getting as well, because with all the rays that's coming out of the pentacle, you might be writing for someone else. You might be teaching people as well, or that's your dream at least. And you're pursuing that dream and you're already celebrating. And we have the Three of Cups, and the reason why we have the Three of Cups and not the Nine or Ten of Cups is, again, because the outer circumstances are not in line yet, but nonetheless, you are celebrating because you know you made the right decision. And with these two cards, like I said, there's definitely this sense of you already overcame this. You already made this decision. You already took the risk. You already made the choice to go in this direction that you're going in. And this required so much faith, so much trust in whatever it is you believe in, whether it's you or, again, God, universe. There was so much faith and trust in whatever it is that that's what happened, right? I see that you needed a lot of courage as well to take that step, especially because of it's up to you. So whatever decision you had to make, the universe or people around you were like, you need to make the decision. I get the sense that no one was giving you any useful advice or guidance, and this has been coming up in recent readings as well of me, that I was doing readings where people have to make the decision themselves without other people telling them what to do, or even without universe or God telling them what to do. So you could be one of the people who also watched that pile. I believe there was at least one pile. There might have been more though. But yes, you had to make the decision yourself and you took a risk. So if you guys pile 2 are at this moment a little bit insecure about whether you did the right thing or you made the right choice, or whether you were clear or not on your choice, here's the answer for you. You made the right choice. You have made the choice, definitely. This is definitely going to result in something. So again, universe, God hurt you. You don't have to worry about that. It's coming to you. It's all coming together. It's all coming to you now. All of your dreams are going to be fulfilled. Again, especially if they are related to some type of writing. It might even, for some of you guys, be related to drawing or to painting as well. But whatever your dream is, now that you made this decision, God, the universe, is lining up everything so that can come true. And that's why the King of Wands is here. So again, maybe your external circumstances are not entirely lining up yet. Don't worry about that, because it's all going to happen. It's all being worked out behind the scenes. There is always movement. This is something that you can tell yourself whenever you're like, when is something happening, or why is nothing happening? there is always movement. Things are always moving, things are always happening, and there is a very high chance that with the Great Gathering here, with Soul Tribe, that there are people from your soul tribe, from your soul family, who are coming in to bring you those blessings, or they're going to share in your blessings, or they're going to like help you find those blessings. They're going to be involved in some kind of way. And let's see, is there anything else that I'm seeing here? Yes, one more thing that I'm seeing here with the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. You see that in both these cards, somebody is offering something to someone else, right? So in the Six of Pentacles, we have this woman here who is giving money to the kids. And here you have, let's see, is it the little girl giving it to the little boy or the other way around? I believe that in the Rider-Waite, it's the little girl that gives it to the little boy, but here I can't really tell, so I guess it's up to your own interpretation, but it doesn't really matter who is who anyways. But I'm seeing here that there is this, your inner child, first of all, is thanking you for everything that you've done for your inner child. Like, you've healed it, you've, given it more attention and energy, like you let it out freely. And the decision that you made, your inner child is also proud of that. They agree with you, obviously, and that's a good thing because they're your inner child. And here with the Six of Pentacles, there is again this sense of a higher power, whether this is God or your spirit guides, your ancestors, or maybe even your higher self. And even though, like, you see how much higher this woman is than those kids, and this child is somewhat looking up, but this one is looking down. So it's like they cannot see the face of this woman, just like you cannot see the face of God or of your spirit guides, because they're not in this physical reality. I'm sure that some of you can see like a face to some of your spirit guides or angels, but they cannot see who exactly this woman is. So that's telling me again that there is that spirit guide or God or your higher self who is of another realm, who is also giving you like congratulations, and who is here with the glowing coin. They're definitely bringing you blessings and bringing you miracles, and they're telling you to tell yourself that you believe in miracles. Like to say, I believe in miracles. Miracles happen to me all the time. And I get this warm, fuzzy feeling that I always get with Christmas. So maybe some of you guys will receive some kind of blessing or gift around Christmas. For those of you guys who do not celebrate Christmas, there might be another holiday that you have this very warm fuzzy feeling for, so that it means that with that celebration or that holiday you will get some wish fulfilled or some miracle will happen to you. I'm really hearing very clearly, believe in miracles, because if you believe in miracles, then something miraculous is going to happen. And I think that also reminds me, it probably was in some kind of indeed Christmas movie that that's like the basic plot of those movies, that a Christmas miracle, right? Maybe that's even a movie, I'm not sure. But that there are children that believe in Christmas, or then something bad happens to Santa and then they have to believe in Santa again, and then a Christmas miracle happens, or whatever. It's something like this. It's like letting your inner child out and letting out that feeling that you believe in miracles, especially around days in the year that miracles seem to naturally happen, like Christmas, for example. And there is, in the Netherlands, for example, there's also a different celebration that is very similar to Santa, and that has kind of the same feeling, like you're getting presents, you're getting food, there is nice music, and again, just relate that to your life in whatever way you can. Maybe there's another celebration that you feel really has that vibration of miracles. And yes, I just keep hearing believe in miracles and believe that they will happen around those, miraculous, beautiful times around the year. Yes, this is such a beautiful energy. And yes, again, your inner child is here. Your inner child is thanking you, and let your inner child guide you to believe in these miracles. Like, what this card is saying is like, you already took this leap of faith. You already did the impossible. You already did the impossible thing. Why would you not be able to believe in miracles, right? You already did something so courageous, like, and something that was so impossible to you, like maybe 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years ago. So why can you not believe in miracles now? So that is the message here. And again, it's all up to you. If you believe in miracles, miracles are going to happen. There is nobody who is telling you, pile 2, you can or you cannot believe in miracles, right? That's all up to you. So that is a beautiful message that I'm going to end your reading with. Pile number 2, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you and to share your energy with me, because it was truly wonderful. I hope this reading resonated for you and you liked it as well. In case you did, feel free to leave a like, to comment, and to subscribe, and maybe we will see each other in the next reading. Bye guys! Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's get started and have a look at what blockages you are overcoming. And I don't know if it's because of the previous group, because it came up in pile 2, sorry, but there's this warm, fuzzy feeling that I always get around Christmas. So maybe something significant is happening for you around Christmas or around that time, or around any other holiday that, gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling if you do not celebrate Christmas. So let's just have a look at your cards and see what this is about. So the first card you have is the card that you selected, which is the 7 of Pentacles. You also have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Swords. Yes, this is like ending. It definitely feels something to do with December. Then you have the Knight of Swords, the Wheel, and Temperance. Alright, I'm also going to show you your oracle cards immediately, and then we'll have a look at what your cards are saying. You have Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Beautiful. I love this card. It comes up very often in my own readings, when I do my own readings as well. We have Sedna. I hope that is the right way to pronounce it. And it's, let's see, eternal source, infinite source. Everything that you need today is present, also for all the coming days. That's beautiful card. This is, yes, it's talking about abundance, right? And you have communicate clearly. So what blockages are you overcoming, pile 3? I do keep being referred to like the month of December and around Christmas, so around the end of the year. Now, when you are watching this reading a long time after I posted this, it could be that it is not about the end of the year, because we're talking about what blockages you are overcoming now or sometime in the future. So then just take it however it resonates. The timing might not be correct for you in that case. But for those of you guys who are watching it before the end of the year, there's, let's see, there's some type of significant communication happening around the end of the year. For some of you guys, you are meeting up with someone you haven't spoken to in a long time, maybe because there was some physical distance between you guys, or maybe you we're not seeing eye to eye and you just didn't talk to each other for a long time, but there is this feeling of someone from your past coming back to deliver you something, some kind of message, some kind of opportunity. Opportunity is not entirely the right word, I feel here, but there is someone who is going to offer you something that will have a positive influence on your life. And the things that they could be offering, it's more something like they tell you, hey, pile 3, there is this really nice job application over there. Maybe you would want to put out like your job application for it, or there is this place that is looking for that kind of person, or I have this something that you might be interested in. It's really something specific that you desire, and there is this person who is going to give it to you. So let me try to make it as clear as possible. There is something that you desire. It does not matter what it is. It could be related to something material, could be related to something not material. It could be something that you find very important. It could be something that you do not even think about anymore. But it is something that's very significant to you because in the end you do desire it. Or it could be that this is something that you never thought about, but it will really help you. It will really propel you in accomplishing your goals and moreover in following your life's purpose. So this is really going to seem like this person, they might come out of the blue and they are going to present you with something out of the blue. It could be a piece of information, it could be an offer, it could be an idea. Again, something like, hey, I heard that company is hiring, or I heard that that person is looking for someone to collaborate with. Maybe you're interested in that. And they really come with this vital piece of information that you were looking for, but you weren't really looking for it. Like, you were looking for it, but you were not expecting to find it. And for some of you guys, this could be something that you already gave up on. Maybe like you thought, well, this business is never going to take off, or this idea of mine is, I cannot put it into practice, or this desire of mine seems impossible, or it doesn't matter. It's not going to matter because this person is coming with something that will kind of reawaken that desire in you. So even though in the past, or even though you were like, that is in the past, I gave up on that, I'm not gonna try that again, there is this person who will come to you with this offer. And you know why that is? It's because it's a part of your life purpose. It's a part of your destiny. So whatever some of you guys gave up on, it's gonna come back to you with the perfect opportunity. And again, this opportunity or this offer is going to come to you through communicating with someone, talking to someone. I am getting like the sense of some kind of great aunt or great uncle that you haven't seen in years. You didn't even know that they were still alive or something like that. And they are going to come to you with this perfect offer or idea. And again, I keep getting the same messages, so I apologize if I repeat myself too much. But this is, again, God or the universe who is aligning you with your higher purpose. That's why we have the card here, Child of the Cosmos. This is telling you that you are a child of the cosmos. And what is that? I like that quote a lot. It's like, moon dust in your lungs. Is that the way? In your moon dust in your lungs. Yeah, moon dust in your lungs, stars in your eyes. You are a child of the cosmos, a ruler of the skies. I believe that's the quote. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure about the stars in your eyes part, but it's like that kind of vibe. You are a part of the universe. You are a child of the cosmos, or a child of the universe, child of God. You are not just a human being, right? You're a spiritual being, a spiritual multi-dimensional being who is here on earth to have a human experience. And even though you might seem to be separated from God or from spirit guides, from your loved ones that passed on, you are still a part of it. You are never truly separated. Separation is just an illusion. It does not really exist. You will always be connected to universe, to source, to God. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, and that is because you are an extension of it. You cannot be separated from it. And of course, since you are a child of God, a child of the universe is not going to ignore you. It's not going to let you suffer. It's not going to punish you. It's going to help you achieve your life purpose, because that's the reason why you came here, right? You separated from source because you came here to experience and to expand. So naturally, you are with God, you are with universe, and God, universe is going to help you. And I'm saying all these labels, by the way, just to be, clear, that take whatever label resonates for you, because I personally nowadays more relate to the term God, but not everyone might do that, so I also name other labels, just to be clear on that. It's not because I cannot decide on which term to use, but I'm just trying to be clear. You do you. And to get back to that message that you are always connected, you are always taken care of, because you are, again, like I said, you are with God, you are with universe, you are with the intelligence of the universe, and there is an infinite source. God is an infinite source. God is unlimited. God is infinite. There is no end to God. There is no end to God's power. It's not like, in this lifetime or in this life, we might experience separation and duality, right? We experience rich, poor, happy, sad, you name it, right? We experience all these things, good and evil, but God does not experience that, because God is all. God is unlimited, and God knows all, and therefore God can not be you know what I mean? God cannot be separated, because God is all. Because if God would then be, separated or individualized, it is no longer God. And that is why we are here, right? We are an extension of God. We are with God, but we are not exactly what God is, because God is, beyond us. And because of that reason, even though we experience it here in this reality, God is not like that. God knows all. God has all. God is all powerful. God is all. And therefore, God can give you whatever it is that you need in this life to achieve your life goals and to follow your purpose, to follow your destiny. There is no limit to what God can do for you. And it's the same for this. Like, whatever is going to happen, maybe if you already gave up on it does not matter, because it will come to you naturally. It does not matter what you did in the past. It doesn't matter what you said to other people. It does not matter what you gave up on, because it's going to come back to you if it is meant for you. And you are always connected to that source, to that infinite source, no matter how you want to call it, whether it is God, universe, source, spirit. It is all the same but different names. So just take however it resonates for you. And for those of you guys who might be feeling impatient, or who might be feeling burned out, maybe some of you guys even a little bit like depressed or demotivated, know that God is going to bring you an offer or an idea that will put you back on the right path, again, through a person. And I think that this person is going to be someone that you haven't seen in a long time, or you haven't talked to in a long time, and then they will bring you, you know, that message so that God can show you that this is meant to be and that it's not a coincidence. Because if you haven't spoken to that person in 10 years, why would they suddenly show up now and give you some kind of offer, right? It's because God or universe wants to show you that this is divine intervention. This is not coincidence. This is a miracle. And yes, like I said before, this could happen around the end of the month, end of the year in December. Could be around Christmas, so the end of the month December, but it could also be around another time that you guys celebrate something and you have a lot of people coming together, some kind of gathering, some kind of party where a lot of people will come together. So I believe this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Yes, we didn't really talk about what the blockage exactly is, but, you know, I already said that in pile 1 as well. I don't think it's really necessary to talk about what it exactly is because you probably know it. But if I had to put it into words, I think the blockage here is that you don't know what to do, you don't know in what direction to go, or you gave up on something because you didn't know how to continue with it, you no longer believe in it, or you felt like it failed, right? Something like that. And it doesn't really matter what it is, because whatever is meant for you is going to come to you, and it's going to be shown to you in a miraculous way. So that is all that I have to say for you guys. Pile number 3, thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you and letting me share these messages with you. I hope that they will give you some clarity, some guidance, and even some strength maybe. So if this reading resonated for you and you liked it, feel free to leave a like, to comment, and to subscribe, and maybe we will see each other in the next reading. Bye guys! Hello, pile number 4, welcome to your reading. You are the last reading that I am filming, and it's slowly but surely getting darker and darker outside, so I had to turn on the light and adjust the light a little bit, so that's why it looks different from the intro. But nonetheless, I hope that the light will not bother you in this reading. So let's get started and have a look at your cards and see what blockages you are overcoming. So let's see, for your tarot cards first, so you chose the King of Cups. You also have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. So we have a king, a page, and a knight. You have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. You know, sometimes when I watch a reading of another reader for myself, then sometimes it's hard to distinguish between like the 8 and the Ace, or the Knight, or also Knight and 8 can sometimes sound a bit similar. So if I, remember it, I always try to pronounce it correctly. But you can see the cards, so you know which one it is. And I sure also sometimes, say the wrong thing. It happens a couple of times that it's like, I don't know, the 6 of Wands, and then I say the 7 of Wands or something. But regardless, these are your cards. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm feeling kind of like giddy and happy in your reading. So let's see. You have, for your oracle cards, the Seas of Mintica, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Wow. You also have recovery. And for the next oracle deck, you actually had 2 cards instead of 1, so you were a little bit lucky. this card with Medicine Woman, I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm not going to try, but it says, Medicine Woman, you are a channel for divine healing power, and you even have the recovery card, so that's interesting. You also have Aphrodite, inner goddess, awaking the goddess within you through dance, and take care of yourself, and through, let's see, how can I translate that? Through seeing your divinity as worthy. I guess that's the right thing to say. So, awaking the goddess within you through dance, through taking care of yourself, and through feeling worthy of your divinity or seeing your divinity as worthy. Yes. So it's so interesting with all these 4 piles. They kind of had like a different timeline or a different story, because we're talking about what blockages are you are overcoming, and just like kind of for pile 2, I feel like you already overcame it. Let's see what these cards are saying. Yeah, so the main thing, first of all, that I'm getting here is that you are already, like, definitely through a big part of transforming or overcoming this blockage. I feel like it also has to do with the transformation, though, for you guys. You definitely are already almost through it, and basically the only negative card we have is the 8 of Wands, but when I saw that card, I did get the feeling as if you were releasing that energy, right? So the 8 of Swords is about imprisonment. It's about putting yourself, in a prison, putting yourself in a box because of your thoughts. But that prison is not real. It's just in your mind. It's just through what you believe. And you yourself can take it out. You yourself can take yourself out of there as well. So I feel like that is something that you are currently working through. And with the Medicine Woman card and the Recovery card, again, I feel like you're coming out of it. You're recovering from it. You're coming out of it. Maybe a dark night of the soul for some of you guys, although personally, I feel like dark night of the soul is being thrown around a lot. So just for you guys who resonate with that, you might be going through a dark night of the soul. Otherwise, you guys are probably going through some kind of transformation, or you're healing from a transformation. So what I'm seeing here is that you went through some kind of transformation, which is like 80% of the process, and then 20% of the process is recovery and is healing, is resting. And I feel like you are either in that period right now, or you're going into that period, and maybe some of you guys are even coming out of it. Could be as well. So take it however that resonates. And with all these core cards at the top, especially like, with the swords, I just feel like you might be still going through something. You might still be taking on some kind of challenge, but you are totally acing it. You're totally conquering it. And like I said, for some of the other piles as well, I don't think it's very interesting to talk about what blockage it is exactly that you are overcoming. I talked about it a little bit already, right? So I hope that you kind of know what this blockage is about right now. But I think that the most interesting part about this reading is going to be how you are overcoming it, or how you are recovering from it, or what it is that you are recovering from. And with this card, with all the lightning in the back, and I believe she is from the Aztecs. She is a goddess, or let me just look it up in the booklet just to be sure. So the booklet says she is a Mayan goddess, actually a moon goddess, which is really nice. and she is the wife of the sun god. So she is definitely a very powerful goddess, connected to the moon, connected to healing. And you even have the birds of paradise here. And with the lightning, what I was seeing is it also reminds me of transformation indeed. It reminds me of healing, and it reminds me of the divine as well. So it seems that you've been through this very powerful transformation in which you might have channeled or felt the divine in some kind of way, or like the divine in you. You could be a starseed because we have Mintica here. So you could have channeled some information about your starseed origins, about your previous lifetimes, and maybe a lifetime from another system, maybe a lifetime that was connected to a god or a goddess or some kind of divinity, and it feels like it really opened channels for you. And like I said, because those channels are opened because you went through such a transformation, you also have to recover from that. Because literally what I am seeing is that there are channels in your energy, like tunnels in your energy, through which divine wisdom came in. And now those channels, they also need to be protected so that only messages from the divine come in, right? And that they cannot be abused or anything, or that they cannot leak your energy, if that is stuff that you believe in, of course. So basically what I'm seeing here, the main message is this blockage, you are overcoming it in this moment, and I don't think that you need much more of me telling what you should be doing or what you are doing wrong or right, because I see that you're doing everything perfectly. Like the Ace of Swords here, it also it tells me that you're conquering this. Like you have that sword high up, just like the page, just like the knight. And here the King of Cups also has that cross up in the air, as if he's like, I am ready to charge into battle under whatever flag or reason that is, right? And you're doing it, of course, for your own good. Probably you're doing it for the improvement of yourself. And it does not matter in what stage of this process you are in right now, pile 4, but the message here is to also respect the time you need to spend in recovery or in introspection, yes, and to go within, to reflect on what happened, the things that you the things that you overcame, the things that transformed into in your life, the things that changed into your life, and awaken to your divinity. And whatever that means for you, whatever divine or divinity means for you. Maybe some of you guys feel like picking up tarot cards or learning more about astrology or reading books on like the Greek gods and goddesses, or the Egyptian pantheon, or to learn about the Mayan gods and goddesses or ancient civilizations, whatever it means for you, or even about learning about star seeds, whatever it is, whatever that means to you, like divinity or divine, you're encouraged to take it on. And I am not getting any more messages here for you, but I also don't want to just end the reading here. So I'm going to shuffle some more cards for you guys to ask about more messages in relation to this reading that you still need to know. So any messages from your spirit guides or from your angels, your higher self, on this reading. So there is the King of Swords. Yeah, we didn't have that one yet. You have the King of Swords. You have the High Priestess. And at the back of the deck, we do also have the Eight of Swords again. What I'm seeing here is that you're encouraged to follow your authenticity, to follow your spirituality and how you define the divine, and to not be afraid of the judgments of other people. And there is a card in a different oracle deck which says it's also about truth, and it's like, speak up the truth, or speak up and do not be afraid of persecution from other people, I believe it is. So do not be afraid that other people are going to judge you or no longer like you because of you speaking up your truth. And the thing is, there might actually be people who do not like you speaking up the truth, or who do not like what it is that you have to say. But you should then ask yourself, is that really so important that you would sacrifice your own integrity, your own intuition? I didn't want to say intuition, but your own integrity, your own intuition, and your own authenticity for it, and your own passion, maybe even, because this could be related to something that you love and that you feel very passionate about. Are the words or the opinions of other people, do they really mean more to you than your own happiness and your own passion and your own integrity? And I guess that's a question that you need to ask yourself. And I think that is what this overcoming this last bit of the obstacle is about. At the back of the deck we have the Two of Cups. So there is some type of union coming after this. Union with yourself. It's union with yourself coming after this. And it's really here, the card here is really about saying, what do you want to sacrifice for other people? Do you want to sacrifice something of yourself for other people? And where you draw the line, where you put up your boundaries, is all up to you. That's also not something that, I'm not going to tell you what to do or what not to do. I'm just going to offer you these questions, like, I'm channeling them. Is your integrity and your authenticity, your passion, your desires, are they worth sacrificing them for the acceptance of other people? Even if you have to sacrifice like 10% of your passion or your desires, is that worth it? If I am allowed to share my opinion, I think it's not worth it, but this is entirely up to you to decide, right? That's why we're having the questions being asked here, and that's the thing that you need to overcome right now. That's the last thing. We have the Nine of Wands, so you're almost there. It's the last part of the journey. That's what you need to ask yourself before you can get into union with yourself, with your desires, with your desired life. You have to ask yourself, what do you want to sacrifice for other people? What desires do you want to give up on so that you can please other people? Like I said, I personally think the answer is that there's nothing worth sacrificing, right? For your own desires. You are supposed to be your own best friend. You are supposed to be the only like star of your movie, or the main character of your movie, right? But again, that's entirely up to you to decide. We are different people, obviously, so do with these questions whatever that you want. I know that we suddenly got very deep, but I did not want to leave you with such a reading. So I hope I gave you some more interesting and useful messages in this last bit of the reading. So with that all being said, I'm going to end your reading here. Thank you so much for watching pile number 4. I really appreciated you came to my channel in this video to hear this message. So I wish you a lot of luck, a lot of strength, a lot of courage, and of course love and light. And I hope all is well with you and all will be well. If this reading resonated for you, feel free to leave a like, to comment, and to subscribe, and hopefully we will see each other in the next reading. Bye guys!